Pre-show rituals. Every night before we hit the stage, we do three things. We all put on our makeup.
Right.
We all drink our beverage of choice. And then we pass around the peace pipe, which has a mixture of...
Did we?
Wait, what's his line that he says? Does it though?
Does it though?
Do we know?
Do we know?
Do we know? That's not actually. That's all made up. We don't do any of that. We don't do any of that.
Some of us do. Everyone has a pre-show individual. We have, I'd say, as a group, one of the big things that we do now is kind of one of the songs we play before the set is a fan favorite, and we kind of all gather while that song's playing, and we kind of get hyped up. We kind of do a little like dancing, a little fist pumping, and then all of a sudden the lights go down and the intro track comes on and we walk on. But before we get to that point, everybody's got like an individual routine, and everybody kind of is like, oh, I need an hour and 20 minutes, I need 50 minutes, I need 20. Everyone's kind of got their own little direction, and then we all meet right before we go on.
Right.
You know, like I like 2 hours before I like to start getting ready. If I'm going to take a nap, I like to be up before 2 hours before, and then 2 hours before I'll start stretching. Do a lot of wrist stretches, a lot of stuff like that, a lot of yoga stuff. Try to do yoga every day. I don't always get to, but I always try and do at least 5-10 minutes of yoga stretching before I get ready. And then the hair goes up. Once the hair goes up, that's always good.
Once you see the flat iron, forget
Once
about it.
that flat iron comes out,
the flat iron.
That's
as you can see, without the flat iron, it's all over the place.
It's down. But once the flat iron comes out, that's my space back there for a couple minutes. I do the hairspray, do all that. Then I can kind of walk around, maybe have a little bit of a drink. I do like to have a little bit of a drink, not a lot of a drink, but about 2 hours before, we'll start sipping maybe a little Jack and Coke, and a little Jameson and Coke, and I'll kind of fill up a little bottle, and that's be my bottle to go on stage and last me the rest of the night with. After that, come back.
Man, this ritual is longer than the show.
This is the ritual. He's going to edit it up. He's going to go boop, 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 and it's just going to be like 3 words here. Yeah. It's gonna da, 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 you know? You do like some swipe cuts and
there you go.
Some star cuts. But yeah, basically between back and forth, you know, have a little drink, have a little smoke, a little peace pipe, as Eric was saying. There's always music going on. If Eric's not providing the music, which he usually does, everyone kind of has their own, it's weird, everyone has their own little provide the music time. Eric kind of gets the backstage music vibe going a lot of time. Eric will kind of we all have charges, JBLs, and we all have those, and we all kind of, like I kind of take the load in when everyone's loading and setting up. I'll kind of DJ it. Eric will kind of DJ the pre-show. Greg, our sound guy, usually DJs, or Chris, the DJs, the after-party show type of thing-ish. But yeah, I mean, that basically stretching, smoking, drinking, a little warm-up, hanging out with the guys.
Yeah, it's about music before. I really like to get a good psych-up song. Danzig, first record, has kind of been my album of the tour.
Go-to.
You know,
Most of your playlists start with the Danzig.
Yeah, I always start with Danzig or Pantera, either Cowboys from Hell or Vulgar Display. But then there's always like 1 or 2 songs, like, on this tour, there's always 1, 2 guilty pleasure, and it's if you like Pina Coladas and Pump Up the Jam by Technotronic.
Oh, that's a great one.
Can't go wrong with
Space Jam style.
Pump up the jam, pump it up, pump it, pump it.
Wrap your hands up.
Did you do the Beetlejuice song last night, or was that Andy?
Hey, oh.
Yeah,
That was Andy.
That was a good one. That came out of nowhere, and it was like, whoa, here we go.
Yeah.
Similar to Will's, I like to, I stretch everything. Arms, legs, feet, every, appendage.
Feet?
Yeah, of course. I'm playing kicks all night, dude. Yeah, I gotta make sure those feet are nice and ready
How
to
does
fly.
one stretch the feet?
You start with the toes.
Just tip of the toe, man. Just gotta roll that thing around,
That's technically the ankle.
That's
there.
technically the ankle.
Oh,
yeah.
feet.
We know what I'm talking about.
But do that. I like wine, man.
Is it though?
Is it though? Yeah,
Is it
no.
the feet though?
I like to have some wine, maybe a shot of tequila or so, and that's about all I do pre-show wise. But I'll have usually a flask on stage with some vodka that I'll kind of sip on every now and then. But I think it's a combination of drinks, stretching, and good tunes is like the top 3 core things. Well, and makeup and all that stuff, but like to having a good pre-show for me anyway.